Here we are in sunny Adelaide. We're set for another scorcher. Chad Nayland and Paul Morris bringing you the final race of the Australian V8 Utes. They've been at it all weekend long, and particularly yesterday we saw plenty of action, but this is the final race, and this is how they'll line up. Teammates on the front row, Cedars versus Dontas. Harris, winner of race 2 yesterday. That was reverse grid. Walton and Mason Barbera, we're yet to see the best out of those two this weekend. Walton's been unusually quiet. Gray started on the front row yesterday, but couldn't convert it. Kim James sounds like he's not going to be making the start of this one. The now what would be 16 starters ready to go here for the Australian V8 Ute Racing Series. So much history in this circuit. This category's been racing here since 2001. All right, one of the crowd favourites here at the Adelaide Parkland Circuit. Clipsal 500 Sunday morning. We're going to kick it all off with a bit of ute racing. We've had the GTs and some exciting stuff on track, but now this is all about the Treybacks. And a good battle so far between Dontas and Cedars. It's been waging away all weekend. Harris won race 2. That's his view. He's been pretty good at the starts as well. Could he spring a surprise here? Green flag at the back, but we're ready to go racing now with the Australian V8 Utes. Their first round of 2016. This, the final race of the weekend. Cedars to the left, Dontas to the right. Very even jump between the two of them.
Dontas got the original jump. Cedars is going to turn across his bows here. He knows it's his teammate.
And swings into the lead. Dontas will be frustrated, but needs to focus on the emerging danger behind with Royal Harris.
Has a look, and Pretty.
Oh, Pretty.
Pretty will get... Oh, he just squeezes in there. He's going to run Royal wide here if he wants the next corner.
Walton on the outside as well, nearly 3 wide.
Royal drives it back in there. They're still giving each other room. This will sort itself out right here at turn 6. Side
by side, corner after corner. Barbera a part of this one. Harris cracks sideways. Walton niggling away. There's the multi-spares ute of Hanford. He's got Jeremy Gray right behind him. We go barreling up over the curbs. Good racing, clean racing. We all re-emerge at the back straight. Turn 8. Do we sort it out? We go through here single file. There's no other way. Harris just about tags the wall. That's close.
So he has a look here. Barbera tries to make it 3 wide. Walton up the inside of Royal Harris.
Good move. And Barbera snares one here as well.
Yeah, will he run him wide over the curb?
It's enough to ruin the momentum.
No, Royal should stay in there. He's just going to drive it in hard. Oh, gives him the room.
On a bit of a tank slapper moment there. That's Troy Dontas now on the outside of Gray. Gee, we've not seen Harris get this bullied before in the category, but that's what's going on.
He's lost another place.
He's getting hazed like a rookie. You wouldn't think that's a 3-time champ getting put back. Oh, bit of a moment there for Peter Ward. Oof, that's then you kiss up on the curbs.
That's why he's the champ, because he knows he's slow, but he's not fighting. He's just thinking about the points. He's obviously got a problem.
Yeah, he's worried. He's lurching back and forward like there's an issue.
Yeah, and he's just driving his race. He's just trying to salvage what he can. So, the mark of the champion right there by Royal Harris.
Here comes Musselbrook's Jeremy Gray to the outside. Harris covers the inside line down at turn 4. And
I saw him yesterday just searching for a problem in the car.
Whoa, Ward lets it all hang out. The Kiwi sliding around. Bush Rangers come on as a new sponsor for this car, car 68. A little bit of paint been swapped in the opening lap, but really clean racing, you'd have to say. Especially down at turn 9. I thought it was going to kick off down there. Talk us through the start on the Yokohama replay, Paul.
Dontas gets the original jump. And Cedars, through the gear changes, just gets ahead of him. And he knows it's his teammate. He knows he's not going to waste him and just wheels it in across him.
Wasn't a great start for Harris. The revs kind of died a little bit, got a little bit bogged down. Pretty went with him.
Pretty went with him. Gave each other some room. And watch the Pretty up the inside here, Ryle. Just got rock-footed a bit by Dontas. Actually, should have just stuck it up in there then. Nathan took the opportunity.
If you give an inch in this category, hey.
These guys side by side finally sorted out at turn 6.
That's how close they were getting to the fence, particularly Royal Harris. That's probably why he was checking on the front straight to see if he had any damage.
Good point.
Because he was right up against it.
He's good, just the mirror.
Oh dear, we've got smoke out of the back of Mason Barbera's car. A lot of smoke. Uh-oh.
Yeah, white smoke, so that usually means a head gasket or some sort of problem to do with the cooling system in the engine.
He's going to shut that thing down. There's no point trying to continue.
Yeah, so that's got a cracked cylinder head or something.
Oh, and Harris. What's happened to Royal Harris back in the pits? We thought that he had an issue because he was dropping back so far, but he's
maybe
decided to bring it back
rear,
in.
something in the right rear of the car. That's where they're working at the moment.
Can they keep him on the lead lap here? That's the moment where it'll all change if they can't get him back out. Oh, that let go in a big way. Oh, and a bit of flame underneath that car as well there for Barbera. I could have put the rods out of it, maybe. Here goes
It's rattled it.
Ryle, who's still on the lead lap here, potentially. These guys fighting down at turn 9. Don just gets bullied out of the way by Nathan Pretty.
Big slide job, just doors to doors, moves him over the curb. Very similar to James Courtney and SVG here last year. But I don't think...
No redress on that occasion, though.
Nathan's going to give that one back.
He's driving like a man possessed this year already, Nathan Pretty, making more aggressive moves than we're used to seeing him make, to be honest. Usually precision clean. But a couple moves so far this weekend where he's really...
He's just chucked it on in there and let the other guys make their own arrangements, which that's good for us. We get to see some good racing.
And that leaves them dead equal in terms of the round points. Peter Ward, oops.
Locks the rears. Does he get it woed up?
Just gets it done there.
Gets it done.
That's a nice move on Andy Kiss. And there's Barbera's car. Barbera's trying to get that thing back to the pits. It can really do some damage if it's lost the oil. On board with Dontis. Fighting the understeer, fighting the curbs and the concrete. That makes up the Adelaide Parkland circuit. Whoa, bit of oversteer through the mid part of the corner.
And Nathan Pretty's coming. He's just laying down his fastest sector of the race. He's got his sights firmly set on Cedars. He's got enough laps to do it for sure.
So approaching the halfway point, final race of the weekend. Cedars out front and looking strong. Hansford's not had the best of weekends following these guys so far. Got put in the fence in race 1. It's been on the back foot ever since. These front 9 cars really equal, so to get an advantage at any point or to make up a loss, very difficult.
Yeah, you can't go for it in big chunks. You just got to try and work every corner to its maximum.
Yokohama replay. Watch out the right-hand door in the mirror. The mirror's full, all right.
Bang.
Excuse me, coming through. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Make sure you get him right up over the curb and out of the way. Probably not the nicest of moves, but last race of the weekend, and sometimes you just got to get it done. It's easy to just do a Jim Richards and apologise later.
Is that why everyone calls him Gentleman Jim?
Exactly right.
We've had Jim racing here this weekend in the Touring Car Masters. That's coming up next. So they go down towards the back part of the circuit. Has Pretty got a surprise for us here? Can he catch up to David Cedars? Pull one over the man who won race 1.
Yeah, he's starting to haul him in. Still laying down some good sectors, and Cedars responds. Obviously saw him coming. But Nathan's pulled 0.2 of a second out of the first sector, which doesn't sound a lot, but you can just see that gap just starting to come down.
Cedars has been on the pole here 4 times and turned that into 3 round wins. His 5th pole position came here. This weekend, he might be able to turn that into a 4th round win, which would be very impressive. Looking for his 7th race victory here. No one's won more on the streets of Adelaide in terms of this category than David Sideways Cedars, as they call him. Pretty's having a go here.
Yeah, he's coming.
Him.
He's got 4 and a bit laps to get it done.
We'll tell you their lap times this time through. The Mango Credit you. The lead, back to this guy, is under a second now. We come back onto the main straight. Good battle for the lead. Final race of the weekend in the Australian V8 Ute Series. Cedars holding on. Nathan Pretty chasing him down, and that time by... Actually, Cedars manages to turn a lap time only 0.2 slower than Nathan Pretty, so it's pretty even, but Nathan is definitely catching him slowly but surely. It's tight though, isn't it?
It's tight. His Cedars' problem, does he push or does he just hold and not make a mistake?
Well, if Cedars loses this race to Nathan Pretty, he should have enough points in the bank to still win the overall round. If they finish the way they are on the racetrack, is how they'll finish for the round as well, I might add.
Yes, I think he's got a lot of push. Dontis there, he's just suffering mid-corner. I think that's why these other guys are starting to get away from him. Probably just a choice of how they use their 6 tyres over the weekend.
On the limiter.
Just on the limiter in there. You can hear the understeer nearly in the fence.
That's not where you want understeer. Turn 8. He's got Walton pouring on the pressure from behind. There he is. That's not a guy that you want to have filling your mirrors. Very aggressive. Will never die wondering, so to speak.
If he's got the car speed, Walton will always just move you out of the way and get on with it. But he's got his mirrors full with Hansford now as well. So he's the meat in the sandwich. Cedars again laying down fast sectors. So is Pretty. Just a 10th quicker was Nathan.
Very tight lap times between the front two. Pretty trying desperately hard to try and catch the leader, but that time he was actually half a second slower. So Cedars is answering the call. There it is. Proof.
That's exactly right. So Cedars is just running his lap time, doing what he's doing, and Nathan's trying to find something. And in that attempt, he's made a little mistake somewhere and just dropped off the back. So Cedars has stemmed the bleeding. He's got a bit of a breather now. He should be able to manage this home.
Battle for third is absolutely on. If Walton does pass Dontis, I don't think it'll be quite enough to see Dontis fall off the podium here. He's been on the podium at his home race before. 2 years ago when Cedars got the win, he shared that podium with Wade Wakefield as well. Guy who's shared the V8 Supercar with Marcus Ambrose at the mountain in the past. Turn 8, watch out for that understeer again for Dontis. Is this the moment for Walton? Dontis knows there's a chance. He's positioning the car. Oh, that was Cedars who had the big lock up down there, I think.
Sounded like he cleared it and got it turned. He did. So
it's a heart-stopping moment.
Yeah. It is, and you hear it and you smell it. And you just got to clear that brake pedal and just throw it at the apex and hope you get there.
The South Aussie all the way to the Farmers Union signage, which is fitting, being a proud South Australian. He's got a Queenslander right behind him in the Bush Ranger Falcon. Great racing. We knew that these would be the guys fighting at the front. We expected Roel Harris to be part of that battle, but it's not really happened for Roel in this race. He's on the lead lap still, but he's fallen away well and truly behind these guys. And Barbera pulled into the pits, so a DNF for him is going to hurt his championship campaign.
Walton's close here. He's close enough to have a go. He's going to have to shut him down.
Oh, he does that. But Walton looks further.
There's going to be contact here. Walton just goes to the curb, pulls out of it.
Hansford trying to become a nuisance here to Walton. Can't quite get the job done or make any advantage out of Walton's aggression. Listen to those Yokohamas.
Yeah, you can actually see the understeer that Dontis is dealing with. Just has no mid-corner pace.
The problem here is, if Walton sneaks through, there's a good chance he'll also lose out to Hansford, and that will be enough to put him off the podium. Cedars Pretty, first and second. Here comes third, fourth, fifth. On the Shannon's wall cam, that's a fast shot. It's brewing. They've treated each other with unusual amounts of respect this weekend, Paul.
I think they just want to get some laps in. So they've had safety cars both races, not much racing. It's not what they come here to do. They come here to put on a show and enjoy a good race. Have a beer afterwards and
tell war stories.
Enjoy their Sunday night in Adelaide, which is always pretty good fun.
Oh, it's tight down at the last corner. They're all on top of each other, locking brakes and getting out in the grass. Multi-Spares, you did a good job pulling that one up. Well, Dontis got a bad exit there. All over them, final lap. Here we go. Let's see if they're going to be so nice now with just 3.2 Ks to go.
Yeah, Walton will have a big go here. Let's see if he makes some time up over the curb. He does. Right onto the tailgate of the Commodore Ute.
Dontis knows where to put that.
Shuts him down. Walton goes for the outside. He's going to try and switch back and get a good run here. Oh, and he does.
Really nailed the mid-corner speed. Can he clear the Commodore enough?
He'll clear him, and he'll have it done by this next turn. On this right-hander.
Oh, that was aggressive. So Dondas was pretty much giving the spot up there to Walton, just wanted to cover off Hansford.
Yeah, he's points racing, for sure.
He's hanging onto the podium by a solitary point.
And it was such a good move by Walton. You just had to let him have it. Like, he worked him over and got it done without wasting him. Respect to him, let him go.
So now it's Hansford. If Hansford passes Dontas, it'll be enough to put Walton on the podium. Meanwhile, Pretty, is he close enough to have a crack at turn 9?
He is, but it's going to be dirty if he has a crack.
Probably not going to happen that time through. Maybe the last corner of the race is a shot. The multi-spares Ute.
It will be a shot.
You reckon?
A shot right on the bumper if he tries it. That's the only chance he's got. Gets a great run out of there, Nathan.
Here we go, Nathan Pretty for the race
bomb
win.
this curve here. Just take everything they can, which they do.
And Cedars covers it. Chance for an over-under.
Yeah, he's not going to get it done. He'll just park him at the apex, square him up and drive him off the corner.
Good racing. All the way to the stripe. Cedars led it the whole way under heavy fire from Nathan Pretty. Wins the race in the round. His 7th race win here, his 4th round win here. He loves this joint, and he leads the championship that he's so long been wanting to win. Great drive all weekend from the young man from Western Sydney. That was good the whole way home. Dontas just sneaks onto a podium here. Pretty will stand on the 2nd step of the podium. But cracking racing all weekend long. He didn't get much racing in race 2 because of Kim Jane's fire. But, Paul, that was very entertaining, and Cedars will enjoy what he's just achieved.
Oh, for sure, they all will. So to stand on the podium here at Clipsal in front of that big grandstand is one of the coolest things you'd ever do. There'll be 3 happy guys right there for sure.
There it is, Edge, Wilson, Barker, Luke Sporting. What a great story he's been. Ryle Harris, not a good points all for him. And Mason Barbera, unfortunately, did not finish.